Farmers' protest in India's national capital has created quite a buzz in global media, but very few know exactly what the farmers are protesting for. In this short video, let us try and understand the bill and its contentions. Also, we will try and understand why this bill has become so controversial only in the states of Punjab, Haryana, and some other parts of Uttar Pradesh, and why it is failing to gain momentum in other parts of the country. Farm Bill consists of three laws. First two laws are brand new, and the third one is an amendment to the existing Essential Commodities Act 1955. Now let us get into the details of each law. A farmer can now sell his produce to any third-party vendor at Agriculture Produce Market Committee, in short APMC or mandis, or within the state or even outside the state. Currently, a farmer is allowed to sell his produce only at APMCs in most parts of the country. Even while doing so, a farmer is not charged any additional tax or transportational costs. This bill also proposes electronic trading platform, which means at mandis, a farmer is projected with a billboard of prices across different APMCs in the state, which he can wish to sell his produce. This is not something new. ENAM, Electronic National Agriculture Market, already does this. In addition to mandis, a farmer can sell his produce at his farm gate or to the cold storage owner or at any processing units. So the key takeaways from this bill are more freedom to the farmers and traders, ENAM to be continued, MSP to be continued, no additional cess or transportational costs paid by farmer or trader. Second bill mainly talks about the contract farming, where the farmers can enter into a contract with the private players and agree upon a price for their produce even before sowing of crops. Here, farmers are shielded from the rise and fall of market prices, as the transfer of market unpredictability is now on sponsor and not on farmer like earlier. This bill enables the farmers to access modern technological methods of farming funded by the sponsors for better yield. Most of the farmers cannot afford to use these methods on their own, as we know. They need external modern education and financial support. This is what exactly this bill intends to do. This bill also enables farmers to improve their income as they have buyers ready and don't have to market their produce. Most importantly, as an innocent farmer entering into the contract, this bill produces the tribunal for effective dispute resolution with clear timelines. This will keep a check on mischievous sponsors who try to take advantage of poor uneducated farmers. And the next bill has widely gained traction as it removes cereals, pulses, oilseeds, edible oils, onions and potatoes from the list of essential commodities. So what does this mean? This means that the government will not hold on to the stockpiles of these goods anymore. As a result, there will be more produce in the market, which leads to less price for the end consumer. It is to be noted that around 35 to 40% of the produce, which is equivalent to 35,000 crore, is wasted as we do not have proper warehouse infrastructure every year. This bill allows private players to invest into agriculture sector like cold storages, processing units and supply chain marketing. It is to understand that all the reforms that we talked about are not new, and there are laws already declared in the past for the same purpose, like APLM and doubling farmers' income by 2022, 2002 model APMCs. Like many of other programs in India, implementation of these have been a challenge. Although center can make laws that would prevail over the state legislature, agriculture has always left to the states. This has been the reason why center fails to take control on pushing the new agricultural laws. Speaking of implementation, MS Swaminathan Committee in 2006 recommended MSP for crops should be 50% more than the actual cost of production. This recommendation was not taken seriously by many governments except few state governments. Shantakumar Committee in 2015 stated that only 14% of the total produce by the farmers is procured by the Government of India at MSP, which means the 86% of the produce is sold to the private players outside the mandis at very low price than MSP. This committee also stated that only rich farmers with large land holdings are able to sell their produce at mandis at MSP. Statistically, in India, 86% of the farmers are either small or marginal landholders. Why farmers are upset? Farmers in Punjab, Haryana, and some other parts of UP solely depend on state mandis and their MSP. And most of these farmers are happy with the way things are. These farmers are worried that this new law will scrap MSP and weaken their mandi setup. When government stops buying the produce from the farmers, these farmers have no choice but to sell their produce to the private players for low price. Although government assures farmers that MSP and mandis will function as they are, but farmers are worried that they might lose relevance just like the BSNL lost relevance to Jio. Although Government of India talks about providing MSP, they procure only rice and wheat at MSP. 21 other crops and farmers who produce them doesn't benefit from any of these new laws. Why protest only in Punjab and Haryana? 90% of farmers in Punjab and Haryana are protected with safety net of MSP and mandis. Their state mechanism assures the farmers with best price. Now they are under the assumption that the new farm bill will take away the long enjoyed benefits and open doors for monopoly in agriculture sector. Rice and wheat are water intensive crops, and Punjab and Haryana state governments are incentivizing the farmers to grow rice and wheat. So what happens here? This results in depleting water resources and deteriorating soil. India is surplus in rice and wheat production. Nation is facing shortage of pulses and other commercial crops. So the way forward is that governments need to clarify the farmers' concerns over the new bill and also provide MSP for all 23 agricultural crops, which will encourage the farmers to produce more cash crops. Thank you.